Hi, I'm Christy Clemens Hoffman, and I'm a level 3 QHHT practitioner in the Kansas City area. And I have a very important message, and that is do not schedule a QHHT appointment until you're ready to do the work. Okay? And I come to you because just this morning I had a client come in, and this client had an amazing session back in April. It was so helpful, not just for her, but I think for the planet. There was a lot of information about how to release fear, about how to become a light being, about changes going on. It was so helpful that I wanted to bring her back and learn more. But when she came in this morning, the first thing I asked is, have you listened to your session? She said, no, I haven't, not yet, since April. She had not listened to her session. So I said, okay, well, no problem. And we went over all of her information again. I went through all of my notes. We did a complete interview. And then I went through the notes from her last session. All of the things that were transformative, all of the things that were so incredibly beautiful and helpful. And she said, oh, wow, I didn't remember that. Oh, yeah, that is pretty important, isn't it? And she says, I think I need to go back and listen to my session again before we try this. And I said, yeah, I think that would be a really good idea. And she said, I can see why now you say listen to the session. So if you're not ready to do that, if you're not ready to implement the things that your higher self has for you to do, you're kind of wasting your time. Yes, the higher self, we call it the subconscious in QHHT, but it's the higher self. The higher self can go in and correct things, heal things, remove things, clear things. Absolutely, yes. Yes, it can. I see it all the time. But there's a lot of times where they give you, the client, the tools to do that. Things that you need to implement, you need to do in order to heal these things in your life, to improve your life. They'll tell you changes that you can make, places where you might need to forgive, where you might need to bring in more love, where you can meditate and ground. And if you're not ready to do those things that your higher self suggests for you, then it might not be time for you to have a QHHT session. And let me tell you just a real quick story. I had a client in one time, big construction guy, has problems in his business finding reliable people. He was having problems in his marriage, and he felt he couldn't leave, that he felt he was trapped in the marriage because of certain circumstances. Had some other issues that I won't go into. And received information about all of them in his session. It was a great session again. And he was told that he needs to do this, you need to do this, you need to do that, release this, forgive that, understand this, whole plan. So after he came out and we were going over the notes that I took during the session and what he remembered and what he thought of it and what made the most impact, he agreed that, oh yeah, that was very, very helpful, very important. I said, well, what are you going to do about your business? Well, I still don't know. I don't, because this and that and that. So, well, what are you going to do about your marriage? Well, but the thing is that didn't change the circumstances of the marriage. And I said, did you not listen to your higher self? You're supposed to make some changes yourself. You learned what you need to do to heal and what you need to do to make a shift. And he didn't want to do it. So if you don't want to do what you came to learn, then it might not be time for you to schedule a session. I'm sorry. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. All right. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.